Nothing happens in isolation, Aquarius, right? Everything is connected. Everyone is connected. That's part of Aquarius's signature, is the humanitarian, the understanding of the global village, right? So let's zoom in and zoom down a little bit and think about how you tend to your inner life and your private life directly impacts how you show up in the wider world. You know, if you're feeling taxed and tired and, bombed out and depleted, then you're not going to be showing up in the world as this great force, right? Something has been calling your attention to the way that you take care of yourself and the ones that you love, your family, chosen or blood, the people that you live with, even your literal home environment. How can you cultivate your home environment to support you? Like, how is this place the platform from which you can launch and feel this sense of safety and security in order to show up in the world in the way that you want to, knowing that you have this unshakable foundation underneath you? I feel like there have been some recent revelations around your private life, your home, your family, and even, like, again, your inner world, your roots. Nothing happens in isolation. If something funky is happening in the fruits, it's because something is funky in the roots. And the beautiful thing about that is if we tend to our own internal patterns, we can change the patterns in the external. We can stop running into this type of person because we have finally learned the lesson that we needed to learn. And that's why the universe kept having us rendezvous with this same energy, same energy. Oh, you need another tutor of being an asshole. Okay, here's another one. Okay, here's another one. Okay, you still don't get it? That's okay. Here's another one. Life, universe, endlessly generous. Generous in helping us evolve, learn, grow past our old patterns, and find exciting new ones to unfurl into ourselves in a more public way. And that's what I'm hearing for you, Aquarius. So that Taurus full moon is highlighting your fourth house. When you bring the light to your roots, is there anything that you wish to untangle? Is there anything invasive in there that is choking out certain parts of you that you need to contend with and finally pull out from its own root and dispose of in the proper way so that you can unfurl? Just what I'm hearing. Would be a good time for some deep diving work, some mycelial therapy for those of you who partake, also some regular therapy for those of you who partake. Anything that helps you get into those deeper, quote unquote, darker places, not meaning bad or evil or even necessarily scary, but unknown. Like, oh, I didn't even realize that's totally a pattern. Now that you're repeating it back to me, I can see how you saw that it was a pattern. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay. Seeing the pattern is how we unravel it and get the opportunity to weave something new. So if you have been shown your patterns, maybe even in like an uncomfortable way in some way, take that please as it is meant, which is as a nod of like approval and affirmation from the universe of like, okay, now you see it, so you're ready to deal with it. Let's go. Let's try again. Okay. Let's get into your cards for the back half of November. Aquarius, this just jumped right out. Love to see clarity, truth telling, boundary drawing, etc. I'm shuffling it back in for the record, so if it jumps back out, Spirit is doubling down. Thank you, Spirit, loved ones and guides who show up for those Aquarians tuning into this message. Y'all know the beautiful math. You all know the intersection of why they arrived at this video at this time, and you know what they need to hear. So Spirit, please share with us what is showing up for Aquarius in the back half of November. What kind of events, energies, opportunities are showing up for Aquarius? And Spirit, we want to know where Aquarius themselves is coming from, where they stand in the middle of November, and what you want to share with them in order to help them step into ease, abundance, peace, fulfillment, joy, to step into their highest good, Spirit. What do they need to know? Want to know how the current path is looking for Aquarius and anything they need to know. Any adjustments to make, any rearrangements to end up in the best life possible. Gorgeous. Okay, I'll just say this, my fixed sign Aquarian friends, don't hold on to anything past its expiration date. If something has expired, feel free to let that shit go. Now, if there is still life in it, feel free to hold on to it. But certain things, it feels like once you get into touch with how you're really feeling about it, I'm curious if any of you have Capricorn placements. This is a little bit similar to something that was showing up for Capricorn. Okay, so how do you show up? Two of Pentacles, Aquarius, in the middle of a shift, in the middle of making some adjustments, very beneficial adjustments with the Two of Pentacles. Some of you have just changed jobs, or some of you are developing a skill because you're on your way to making a shift in the way that you either earn your income or spend or save it, like invest it, playing with money, playing with resources, figuring it out, making the most of it is a good word for this for this card, or phrase for this card, because you notice the person is playing inside of this infinity symbol, reminding us that when we work with what we have and we work well with it, it can become infinite. Current situation, the Empress. Kicking back, allowing yourself to receive. I feel like you do not need to go hard. Very much the opposite with the Empress here. Go soft. Allow people's appreciation, gifts, adoration, etc. to kind of wash over you. I feel you receiving support, perhaps even for some of you from a maternal figure. Something beautiful is growing, and you know, it's right in line with what Spirit was saying in the channeled message, that when something beautiful is growing, a lot of times invasive elements will come in and try to like suck the life out of this plant. And you know, we can come up with all kinds of narratives around why invasive plants come in and try to steal the shine or the nutrients or the etc. from a native plant. And we can go as far as to cast them as evil and bad people. Maybe they are. That's not really the point. It's not really what matters. What matters is not allowing yourself, your softness, your creativity, your great abilities to be stifled or choked out by invasive thoughts that are probably echoes of words that somebody else has said to you. That's just what I'm hearing. Now, the beautiful thing is, Aquarius, I really see you coming into your own. And coming into your own involves eliminating these invasive elements. Again, love to see you showing up as the King of Pentacles in the situation arising. So evolving from the Empress into a King of Pentacles kind of energy, resting in your value, being aware of what you have, growing, enjoying yourself, being able to, again, these are cards of sitting back and allowing things to happen. You do not have to go hard. Even the King of Pentacles, it's like he gets to sit back because he has worked very hard for this. So I see you feeling that kind of peace and that kind of, if any of you are concerned about money, and I do see some money concern here with the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, I feel like you're going to be all right. I feel like if you need to play with your money a little bit in that Two of Pentacles sense of like, okay, I'm about to spend this much on Christmas, so, you know, for the next couple weeks, I'm going to make some really creative dinners that are primarily rice, beans, and produce, because that's going to save me a couple $100 right there, and that pays for the birthday, or you know what I'm saying, or the Christmas presents. So playing with your resources, being very gentle with yourself. I also want to say, we were talking about that Taurus moon in your fourth house, and the Empress is very fourth house energy. It's Cancer, it's the mother, It's the nurturing or not influence. So for some of you, that may be a relationship that you are reckoning with and looking at the roots of. Like, how did the way that I was nurtured or parented or caretaken or mothered, how did it result, and which aspects of that do I love and want to keep, and which aspects do I need to perhaps unwind like an invasive vine from around my energy or my attitude and let go. Finally, Spirit is being very punny right now. They're saying like letting it go for good, forever, and for the best. Sitting in the heart of the matter, Queen of Cups, your feelings should not be left out of the equation. It might be a really good time to get with somebody, whether there's somebody in your personal life, in your circle, who is really good at helping you reflect on your emotions. But even better than that, it would probably be really great to engage with someone professionally who can help you look at your roots, look at the fruits, and make adjustments. So, spiritual counselor, therapist, social, whatever. Somebody who sees you clearly and can help you see yourself more clearly and help you move on from things that are not good for you. Because old habits die hard, and I am seeing that here. You're a fixed sign, right? It's hard for us fixed sign people to leave behind old ways of doing things sometimes. They were hard earned, damn it. We learned this coping method. It's hard to let it go. And if you want a new day to dawn in your life, and I feel like you do, there is some letting go to do. Ten of Swords is sitting in the short-term future. Some of y'all need a social media break. And some of you just need to resign yourself to the ending of something and stop going over the evidence. It's like the evidence has been on the table for a long time. And, maybe it just needs a last once and for all. Full moon in the 4th house. Maybe you need a last once and for all, and then you need to go ahead and give all of that shit a Viking funeral and bid it goodbye and let yourself, take the weight off of yourself. You do not need to carry the weight of this thing. It shouldn't even be you who's carrying it. That's what I'm hearing. So what do you need to let go of? What is causing you so much pain now that it would actually hurt less to let it go than to keep it? That's what Spirit is saying. You will each know what that is, because that's going to be different for each Aquarian, right? Long-term future. Some of you don't want to let it go, and that's okay. No blame, no shame, no judgment. You can hold on to it forever if you want. Spirit loves you unconditionally. They're always going to be sending messages and signs to support your happiness, your growth. And if what you want to do is hold on to what you've been holding on to, keep holding on to it. I will just say it looks exhausting, and that there is more actually out there for you than what you are holding. This Queen of Cups person may be able to help you see that more clearly, like reminding you, like, wait a minute, you were just the King of Pentacles. Don't you remember when you were feeling so on top of things and like things were going really well for you? And then it's almost like retreating back to a thought habit of there's not enough, or I'm not enough. I don't have what it takes. I'm actually this, that, and the other thing. Spirit is also using the phrase imposter syndrome. So if you find yourself falling back into a thought pattern, it would be helpful to notice, like, I've done this thought pattern a lot. Oh, this is actually a pattern for me. This may not be some accurate reflection of what's really going on. This could be me doing my old pattern, and I decided already I'm going to unwind that from me and leave it behind and allow myself to fully flourish the way that a plant does when you take away an invasive element. Look at how holding on makes you feel. Feel. Not what it makes you think. Think about how holding on makes you feel, and then think about how letting go might make you feel. And a reminder that Neither I nor Spirit is ever going to ask you to let go of something that feels like it's really important to you and that you want to hold on to. So no one's trying to pull anything out of your arms that you are like, no, I want this, I love this, like I'm sticking with this. If you love it, stick with it. But if you're holding it tight and then you look down at it and you're like, why was I holding on to this again? Might be time to drop it. It might be time to make some room to receive new, better, more fun things and to take it a little easier. Okay. How does that sit on you, Aquarius? I really hope that that is helpful. I really hope that you grab what you deserve, which is to feel full of yourself in the best and most healthy way. A recognition of how far you've come and what you've been able to create, even with some of the hang-ups and hold-ups that you went through. And recognizing that helps you kind of also let go of those old hang-ups and hold-ups. I said I was going to stop talking, didn't I? Okay. Thanks for being here, Aquarius. I hope I see you in December. Bye.